This is Black Light. This is a psychology book. This is the Caucasian studying the brain, scientists studying the brain, how it works. Yeah. We've been talking about this psychology and the mind and the brain for a minute. We also been talking about the supreme wisdom. And let me read this. Who is that mystery God? Excuse me. There is not a mystery God. The Son of Man has searched for that mystery God for trillions of years and was unable to find a mystery God. So they have agreed that the only God is the Son of Man. You hear that, Marvin, Muhammad? So they have agreed that the only God is the Son of Man. So they lose no time searching for that does not exist. Born in two different worlds is what I've learned living in America in a world of wisdom we name the Nation of Islam. And this is what I found out. One of the things I found out is that Islamic law. Living in America, you can't practice the full scope of Islamic law. And another thing, we will always be integrated. We will always be integrated on some level. We will always be integrated. Because we use they money, and everything we buy goes back to them. At one time, the Nation of Islam had its about a multi-million-dollar business set up, all types of businesses, on planes, on everything but trains, cows, boats. Done. We went over in Peru, cross-sea commerce, school systems, but we still was using their money, but we had our own banks. When we had our own banks, back then we were on a playing field with the so-called Middle Easterners, the so-called Chinese, the so-called Spanish, not Spanish, but the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans. Cause see, they got their own a better hookup now as far as businesses and whatever than we do. But back then we were ahead of ourselves. But when Wallace came and busted it up, we could never recover. We can never recover. And we will always be integrated with them, even though we don't let them in the meetings, even though we don't mingle socially. The money goes back to them. That's where the integration comes in at. Unless we had our own power sources. If we had our own energy plants, our own hospital, now we talking separation. See what I'm saying? Now we talking separation when we got our own technology, our own cell phone satellite, or cell phone tower. Now we talking integration. Our own radio and TV station. I was trying to hook something like that up here in Detroit. His brother he still got it, R.J. Watkins. He had a small antenna though. His antenna could only cover so many miles. And we tried to unite with all the Muslim brothers. So I had him on my program. I even tried to get Minister Farrakhan to recognize us. And this was back in around late 90s and early 2000s, somewhere around there. And the brothers didn't want to, some brothers came out. I gotta admit, Supreme Minister John Muhammad, he came out. Minister Levi came out and supported us. Minister Levi, Kareem. Even some of Silas's ministers came out and supported us. But Daoud was the minister here in Detroit. And I can say he had to put a radio program on. But we couldn't get Minister Farrakhan to try to help us expand, get a bigger antenna. And I hear now that they're getting ready to open up a YouTube channel. But anyway, we'll be back with a couple of more. Then we're going to close out with Born in Two Different Worlds.